Hi, this is Peter Stanley. Welcome to my channel. I want to show how to set up a Kratky tote with a float valve fed system. And I've got these candidates here, or some of King Star crosses I'm growing. And probably not going to move the lemon starburst just yet. But I'm going to do this Starwatch bonnet and this Kinkster red, which already has some pods on it, and I'm going to move them to this 27-gallon tote. And first, apologize for the background noise. My neighbor's running his tractor, so it's hopefully it won't pick up too much. But anyway, I used this last year to grow some eggplants. So I've already got the lid done. But basically, I cut the this is a 27-gallon tote like you find at Lowe's, but you can invert the lids and it gives you a little more head space and they fit on there okay. Some of these designs don't, but this particular one does. So anyway, I cut two holes that 6-inch net pots will fit into. So those little plants will go in here. These are just supports that are tied to the net pot. It's just PVC, so I can extend them longer, but they're just plant supports. So what I'm going to do is install this float valve, and that way I can hook up a reservoir and continue to feed it when a nutrient level. Basically, it's pretty much a Kratky system, but it'll be like a static nutrient level maintained system. Once it gets down to wherever I want to maintain it, then the reservoir will continue to feed it. But I will be able to, I'm going to install this shutoff valve also between this and the reservoir, so I can shut it off. If I need to ever drain and flush this, I can, and then turn the reservoir back on. Or if I wanted to change the nutrients, like from grow to bloom formula or something, it'd be easy to do. So, so what I'm going to do is drill a hole in here, install my float valve, and get that set up. And I'm not going to hook up the reservoir right now initially because I won't need to. I'll just hook up the float valve, the shutoff valve, and have it turned off, and that way I can fill it up to whatever level I need it to, and then I'll have plenty of time before I need to attach the reservoir. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and drill this hole. Okay, so I want to first just kind of get an estimate of where I can drill using the this float valve. I want to show too. So basically, when it's all the way up, it won't let any more solution or water in, but you can adjust it by raising this up or down. So it's adjustable arm float valve. So with this, you can after you have a fixed hole when you drill, but you can still adjust the level by changing this. I want to put it in the corner. This is a passive hydroponic system. I was talking to Matt Garver, and he said the roots should just go straight down. So I'm going to not put any barrier on this, but it's going to kind of put it in a corner, and hopefully the roots won't interfere. But we'll see. We're going to try it out. And I'm going to use a 3/4 inch bit. It's just a bit wider than this piece here, so that should be fine. So basically, this will be on the inside, and that's going to be pushing against the container wall, so it should be good. And I've got a couple of adapters came with this. I'll put a link in the description on where you can get this. There's one if you wanted to connect a 1/4 inch line, you could use this adapter, but I'm going to use this and connect this is like the 1/2 inch adapter, and I'm going to connect some pond tubing to it, and that's what will go to the reservoir. So this will screw on here, so I get this installed. Alright, so go ahead and drill this. There's my drill bit. Alright, so now I just need to clean this off a little bit. I may need to widen. I think it'll fit. Yeah, I need to widen it just a tiny bit. So if you're doing a flow valve, just use whatever, look at the size, because if you buy one, it may be a different size. So you might have to use a different size drill bit. But I just kind of took what I had and compared it and got the closest thing that was just right at it, just maybe a tiny bit smaller. I thought it was actually a little bit bigger, but I guess it isn't. Yeah, that fits. Let's show you how to install this. You just screw this piece off. This little rubber part washer stays on the inside. That, and then this locks down. Probably take a little red pliers and tighten it more. So as you can see, this is installed. Not sure what the water level would need to be to switch that off as far as the buoyancy of this goes, but once the arm gets to there, it's going to shut off. And if I wanted a higher level, I could loosen this, raise that up. So, be like that. I think the lowest setting is fine, so I'm going to lock it down to that. You want to always make sure that this is locked down to whatever you set it to, because if that loosens, then this won't work properly. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of give this a little rinse out and get it placed where I want to put it, and I'll go ahead and start filling with nutrients. So I got this rinsed out, and I took a wrench and tightened that really well. And I don't have a water hose long enough to reach, so I'm going to just fill up this 5-gallon bucket several times, empty it into here, and then I'll add my nutrients. I'll show you how I do that. I'm going to take a quick intercession here. Point out one thing that I forgot to do was plug this. The float valve blocks that go in both ways, so when this filled up enough to raise that to where it blocks the flow of water, had nothing come out the end. So that's really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and attach what I was going to put on there before I fill the rest of this up. And I've got just some 1/2-inch pond tubing, the shutoff valve, which I don't even need attached at this point, but I'm just going to have it so it'll be there when I'm ready to use it. So switch it to the off position. Then my reservoir will attach to this, and reservoir can be a 5-gallon bucket or 40-gallon trash can, it doesn't matter. Here we go. So that's that. That's ready to go. So I'll finish filling this up. Okay, so I got 20 gallons in there right now. So I'm gonna see where that puts me. So as you can see, the water needs to come up a little bit to the bottom. I need to add a gallon at a time. Got 2.5 gallons in this bucket. I'm just gonna kind of guesstimate where I'm at with it. That's probably about good. Okay, so I'm using the General Hydroponics Flora Nova Grow, the 7410. This was given to me by Pepper Donkey. They gave me a bunch of other stuff too, but I'm going to try this for the first time. And I was looking at with Dynagrow, they'll give you a breakdown for circulating versus non-circulating, and this doesn't. So, but it looks kind of like the same strength for between the two on just general purpose, assuming this is like circulating. To be on the safe side, I'm going to go just a little over a teaspoon per gallon. So I'm going to just go with 5 ounces, and that kind of gives me a little between 1 1/4 and 1 1/2 teaspoon per gallon. Shake this up a little bit more. The cap says shake vigorously. This is really thick. Oops. Just blew my measurements, but so I might go 4 1/2 ounces just to be safe. Doesn't really have to be super precise, but actually I think I'm just going to go with the 4 ounces there and check my nutrient strength real quick. Let me stir this up a little bit. Okay. So Lily of Truncheon. Let's see what we get. Showing right at 800. It's a tad bit higher than what I was going for, so I'm glad I stopped at 4 ounces. I just want to shoot for like about 600, but I've done Kratky systems at 800 and they did fine. So I may need to add a little to this too as the roots get established to keep it topped up just a little, so I'll just add water and that'll kind of help that out a little bit. I'm hoping that this nutrients I haven't used before, and they're really thick. I hope aren't the type that will settle out. So I may need to stir this periodically, but hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, after stirring it, it'll switch between 700 800. So it may even be like 750, which is a little better. Let me check the pH on it. It's 5.9. I'm actually going to leave it because I was going for like 6.1, 2. 5.9 is fine with me. That's unacceptable. Yeah, so everything's ready to plant, so we'll get that started. So now I need to transfer my plants. I'm going to use these cocoa chips as the supporting medium. We'll get these rinsed off and we'll get them in there. So I got the Gangster Red. The roots. This was a little wicking cup. You can see the wick in there. I'm just going to break the styrofoam. Kind of just want to loosen these up a little. So it might be perfect, but this should be good enough. This wick I can leave, or I probably just, well, if it'll come out, I'll take it out. Yeah, it doesn't need to be in there anymore. Might cause more damage trying to take it out because it's kind of wedged up in there, but I'll just leave it. I may cut it off there. But anyway, so yeah, go ahead and get this planted. Okay, so I put the roots down, kind of spread them out a little bit, so they're touching the bottom of here, and then I just packed in my cocoa chips around it. So there's my plant. I'm going to do the other one the exact same way, so I don't need to show that all over again. But let me get that done, and I'll just show you both plants. Okay, so we got the Starwatch bonnet planted, and next to the Gangster Red. That's how they look. So I've grown lots of plants in this same spot, and they've always done really well. So hopefully these will too. And as the solution gets down closer, I'll hook the reservoir up. Okay, so it's been about 2 weeks since I set this up. You see a lot of new growth on these. This Gangster Red, still doing well. See a lot of new roots. Still a lot of solution left in there, it's barely put a dent. The other one as well. So I think this is going to work. I'm going to show how to install the connection for the reservoir. And really I need something bigger than a 5-gallon bucket, but this is a good backup. But it really needs to be like a 15 or 30 gallon. So the beauty with this is you can easily swap it out with something else. So I'm going to go ahead and install the connector for this and show you how that goes. We'll wrap this up. I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom and show you what I'm using first. So what I'm going to install is this 1/2-inch top hat grommet. And with the 1/2-inch grommet, use a 5/8 inch drill bit. And then I'm going to stick this 1/2-inch barb connector in there. That's what the hose for the growing container will connect to. You can use these 1/4-inch grommets as well. And those you would use a 10mm drill bit if you install these. But we're going to do a 1/2-inch. Try to get it close to the bottom as I can. I think that's probably good right there. Maybe a little more over. What I do with these, I just drill slowly and probably goes through. And I take a little knife and I clean this up a little bit. Shine here. It's in there really well. One thing a lot of people use are these little donut grommets, and those use a different drill bit. I think I'm not sure right offhand, but to me they're like really difficult to install. These just push right in and then stick a connector in there. Probably push it in a little further, but I like having that extra pressure on the wall, so I leave some of that barb part in there, and it's, you see it's poking out the inside. So then I just connect the thing to this, and then I go ahead and fill this up with nutrients. Put this pond tubing on the end. Connect that to here. And this will have to be, this is the open position, so if I turn this off, then it's going to block the flow as long as that's open. But right now there's nothing coming out because of the container's already full, so the float valve is in the up position. But when it lowers, as the solution lowers, it'll allow solution from the reservoir to flow in there. Okay, so I've got 5 gallons of water in here, and as you can see, none of it's leaking out of the bottom, so this is working well. And I'm going to go ahead and add my nutrients, and it'll be all set. So I'm going to measure 5 teaspoons, 1 teaspoon per gallon rate. There we go. That all out of there. The nutrients, as I mentioned earlier, Pepper Donkey and this Measure Master cup as well. Very kind gift from them. It's a really useful tool. You just take a piece of PVC or something, stir it up really well. Okay, now just take a tight fitting lid, pop it on here. It's all set. And just to overcome the distance here, I'll need to elevate this at some point. There's no hurry now because it's not going to be pulling from this for a while, but I'll probably put some blocks or something under this just to elevate the output or the input just a little bit. So yeah, all the new growth looks good. I mean, it's been an adjustment period. I'll probably need to add some supports for this guy, but still got these gangster red pods on here and some more buds. So the roots are just now getting established, so growth should start taking off here within a week or so, and we'll see a lot more growth on these. So I had to extend my support lines and tie these up, but for now I think it's going to do very well. I'll put links in the description for where I get all my parts. So anyway, I hope you like that, found it useful. These techniques could be applied and adapted for other systems as well. So I mean, you can use this for other projects. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you like that. Please like, comment, and subscribe.